वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नित्यानंद नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यधिष्ठारिणे Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परवकचर अष्टोशत डिवाइन के शील ऐसी भक्तों प्रपात की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परवकचर अष्टोशत डिवाइन के शील भक्त सिद्धांत स्वरूप महाराज की अनंत कोट वैष्णव भक्तवंद की नामा 4000 ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर वासादि गौर भक्तवंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कराधन गोवर्धन की वृंदा मथुरा धाम की नवदीप महाप्रधाम की गंगा मैया की यमुना मैया की तुलसी देव भक्ति देवी की सामवेद भक्तवंद की ताय गौर प्रेमानंदे ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असम्बल्ड डिवोटीज all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all Sri Guru and Guru. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति शब्दान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुतकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथं वितं तं शैवं सावधेतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगणललिता विशाखाविन्ताञ्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावने श्री वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि प्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यो च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर वासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। Hare Krishna. Today we shall discuss from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter number 10, text number 30. The chapter name is Opulence of Absolute. So you can repeat after me. Prahlādaś daityānāṁ kalayatām aham mṛgāṇāṁ ca mṛgendro aham vainateyaś pakṣiṇām prahlādaś asmi daityānām kalayatām aham mṛgāṇāṁ ca mṛgendro aham vainateyaś pakṣiṇām prahlādaś daityānām kalayatām aham kalayatām aham mṛgāṇāṁ ca mṛgendro aham vainateyaś pakṣiṇām prahlādaś daityānām kalayatām aham mṛgāṇāṁ ca mṛgendro aham vainateyaś pakṣiṇām prahlādaśmi daityānām kalayatām aham mṛgāṇāṁ ca mṛgendro aham vainateyaś prahlādaśmi daityānām kalayatām aham mṛgāṇāṁ ca mṛgendro aham vainateyaś pakṣiṇām prahlādaśmi daityānām kalayatām aham mṛgāṇāṁ ca mṛgendro aham vainateyaś pakṣiṇām. Hare Krishna. Now, word to word meaning. Prahlāda, Prahlād, cha also, asmi I am, daityānām of the demons, kālaḥ time, kalayatām of subduers, aham I am, mṛgāṇāṁ of animals, cha and mṛgendro the lion, aham I am, vainateyaḥ Garuḍa, cha also, pakṣiṇām of birds. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki. Among the Daityas, demons, I am the devoted Prahlāda. Among subduers, I am time. Among beasts, I am the lion. Among birds, I am Garuḍa. To repeat after me. Among the Daityas, demons, I am the devoted Prahlāda. Among subduers, I am time. Among beasts, I am the lion. Among the birds, I am Garuḍa. Purport. Diti and Aditi are two sisters. The son of Aditi are called Ādityas, and son of Diti are called Daityas. All the Ādityas are devotees of the Lord, and all the Daityas are atheistic. Although the Prahlāda was born in the family of the Daityas, he was a great devotee from his childhood. Because of his devotional service and godly nature, he is considered to be a representative of the Krishna. There are many subduing principles, but time wears down all things in the material universe and so represents Krishna. Of many animals, the lion is the most powerful and ferocious, and the millions varieties of the birds, Garuḍa, the bearer of the Lord Vishnu, is the greatest. Here in this text actually, cāsmi daityānāṁ kālaḥ. Please listen. Prahlādaśmi daityānāṁ kālaḥ kalayatām aham mṛgāṇāṁ ca mṛgendro aham vainateyaś pakṣiṇām. Among the Daityas, demons, I am the devoted Prahlāda. Among subduers, I am time. Among beasts, I am the lion. Among the birds, I am Garuḍa. So these are the 4 items to be discussed here actually. Ki how these are representing the Lord Krishna actually. Then this first is the devotee Prahlāda. Prahlāda is the greatest devotee actually. He is from the demons family actually. I think the lot of you have heard regarding Prahlāda Maharaj. So Prahlāda Maharaj is what he was a perfect devotee of the Lord Krishna actually. This you know actually. Why he is a perfect devotee? Because he has a full faith and trust in Lord Krishna in existence. He is his existence is everywhere actually. This is the reason actually. The main cause of the concern with Hiranyakashipu was the existence of Lord Krishna everywhere. In every item actually. This is actually. So there is a story of the Prahlāda Maharaj, how he born actually. You see, the Hiranyakashipu, what was there? He was just subduing the subjects, the great devotees of this universe actually, and he was fighting with the demons actually. He was the enemies of demons actually. So once what happened, the Hiranyakashipu left his kingdom and went to the mountain Mandarachal actually for penance actually, for severe austerities. Then what happened? When he left his kingdom, all the demons left behind him, they were all scattered actually. They also left the capital actually. And the wife of that Hiranyakashipu, Kayadu, she was pregnant at that time actually. So demigod was thinking at that time that she was pregnant and they thought that she carried another demon actually in his womb actually. So what is there? The demigods and they arrested her actually. And what was their plan? Their plan was that actually, as soon as the child is born actually, they would kill him. It was their plan. Because no further demons should be born actually. It was their plan actually. And while they were taking that Kayadu, the pregnant lady, to the heavenly planets actually, they met Narad Muni, who stopped them from taking her away and took her to his ashram actually. The Narad Muni took her to ashram actually. Until the Hiranyakashipu returned. In the Narad Muni ashram, Kayadu prayed for her protection of the baby in her womb actually. Naturally, every mother prayed to the Lord for the protection of his child actually in the womb actually. And Narad Muni assured her and gave her instructions on spiritual knowledge. Taking advantage of these instructions, the Prahlāda Maharaj, although a small baby within the wombs, listened very carefully. The spirit soul is always apart from the material body. There is no change in the special form of living entity. The soul is always remain as it is actually. There is no change in the soul actually. Although there is changes occurred in the body actually, in physical body actually, not in spiritual concern. Any person ever the bodily concern of life is pure and receive transcendental knowledge actually. The fundamental things for the getting the spiritual knowledge is that one should leave this bodily concept of life actually. You should be away from this. This transcendental knowledge is devotion service. This is the basis of the devotion service actually. Prahlāda Maharaj, while living in the womb of his mother, received instructions in devotional service from Narad Muni. And any person engaged in service of the Lord, all the instructions of the bona fide spiritual master is immediately liberated. Being free from the clutches of Maya, he is relieved of all ignorance and material desires. The duty of everyone is to take shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead and thus become free from all material desires. Regardless of material condition in which one is situated, one can achieve this perfection. Devotion service is not dependent on the material activities, penances, mystic yoga or piety. Even without such assets, one can achieve devotion service through the mercy of a pure devotee. There must be mercy of pure devotee means Guru Maharaj actually, the spiritual master actually. It's a must actually. So these instructions occurred during a war between the demigods and demons, and Narad intervened to protect the queen and unborn child. Narad Muni was a very great devotee. He used to speak the spiritual science of Krishna consciousness to her daily. Just as she, here in the Bhagavatam, we are listening to Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, so Narad Muni was also giving class to the Kayadu actually, the mother of Prahlāda, who had developed within her womb. The Prahlāda Maharaj heard all these instructions while he was in the womb of his mother, and he never forgot. He remembered all the instructions, whatever the Narad Muni has told her. Actually, every human child attains a confrontation with God just before the time of birth. His father Hiranyakashipu chastised him severely when he was only 5 years old for becoming an unalloyed devotee of the Lord Krishna. Prahlāda Maharaj was an authority in the devotion service of Lord. Why he was authority? Because his trust and faith was steady actually, unflinching actually. His father was killed by Lord Nrsimhadev, setting the example that even a father can be removed from the path of devotion service if a father happens to be the obstacles in the path of devotion service of the Lord. Prahlāda was a staunch devotee of the Vishnu. Hiranyakashipu, a powerful demon, was angered by the Prahlāda's unwavering devotion to the Vishnu. Unwavering? Well, only steady. Even though he tried to dissuade him, Prahlāda, even in the face of his father's wrath, various attempts to harm him actually. Hiranyakashipu actually, though he was his son actually, he tried every efforts to put him in harm actually. Ultimately, leading to the appearance of Lord Nrsimhadev, Vishnu's powerful avatar, to protect the Prahlāda Maharaj and destroy Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu, a powerful demon king, had obtained bones from the Brahma actually. Because he was performing tapasya actually, the Mandrachal Parvat actually, granting him immortality and invulnerability. He became extremely proud and demanded worship from all beings actually. He issued instruction all persons would worship him actually, even the demigods actually. Demigods were afraid of him actually. Prahlāda, Hiranyakashipu's son, was a devotee worshipper of Vishnu. Even in his father's court, the Vishnu worship was forbidden actually. It was not allowed actually. Hiranyakashipu was engaged by the Prahlāda Maharaj's devotion and tried to change his son's mind, offering various punishments and temptations. Hiranyakashipu could not kill his son by throwing him beneath the feet of big elephants, throwing him among huge fearful snakes, employing destructive spells, hurling him from the top of a hill, conjuring up illusory tricks, administering poison actually. He was administered poison also. Starving him, exposing him to severe cold, winds, fire and water, or throwing heavy stones to crush him actually. He was put to such a trouble actually. When Hiranyakashipu found that he could not in any way harm Prahlāda, who was completely sinless actually, Prahlāda remained steadfast in his faith, enduring various hardships inflicted upon him by his father and his followers. And finally, what happened? Hiranyakashipu challenged the Prahlāda to call upon his God. Prahlāda, with unwavering faith, pointed to the pillar in the court, stating that Vishnu is everywhere. Even in the pillar, at that moment, Lord Nrsimha, the powerful avatar of Vishnu, emerged from the pillar, taking the form of a man lion. His divine Sri Nrsimha Bhagwan ki. So this is the actually how the Nrsimha Bhagwan actually appeared. And if you want to listen in detail, Lord Nrsimha then killed the Hiranyakashipu, fulfilling the boon granted by Brahma and demonstrating Vishnu's care for his devotees. Prahlāda remained safe and continued to be a great devotee of the Vishnu, illustrating the power of devotion and faith. Now, the second thing is time actually. Time is very important actually. The Prabhupada emphasizes that the importance of time as a powerful, inexhaustible force that shapes the cycle of birth, life and death. Time is very important. If a devotee uses the time, utilizes the time, he does not waste the time, then what is there actually? He will be ever the birth, death, old age and disease actually. He will be ever the three modes of material nature. He is transcending modes of material nature. The materialist actually, what is there actually? They waste their time in material things actually. That's why what is there actually? They are existing in this material world actually. They cannot transcend the modes of material nature actually. That's why they are here actually. So time is very important factor actually. So one should utilize the time very wisely, engage in spiritual practice and Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada teachings on time suggest that it is valuable. One should not waste it on materialistic pursuits. Bhagavad Gita, which Prabhupada translated and commented the time as a powerful force that encompasses creation, preservation and destruction. It is described as eternal and infinite. Time in material world is what is there is eternal and infinite, with all beings subject to its cycle. Prabhupada emphasized the transient nature of the physical world. Transient means changing nature, subject to time's constant change. This emphasizes the need to focus on spiritual practice that lead to the liberation from cycle of birth and death. Prabhupada stressed the importance of engaging in Krishna consciousness and spiritual practices, such as chanting the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. In the morning, what will happen when we come to this Mangal Arati? After Mangal Arati, we want to chant, we want to finish this chanting quote actually, or we don't discuss with others actually. Only our mind is concentrated on chanting actually. Or when there is spare time actually, we don't have anything actually, then we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Sometimes we must read Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavad Gita. We must read spiritual things actually to save time, to utilize the time actually, so that our aim of life is achieved actually. If you do not utilize the time actually, then it is very difficult that the aim of life will not be achieved actually. Prabhupada often spoke about the importance of not wasting time on materialistic pursuits. He urged the devotees to use their time wisely, focusing on activities that would bring them closer to God actually. What are the activities? Activities that brings closer to the God is just to attain the temple actually. In Mangal Arati actually, Tulsi Arati actually. The darshan of the Lord Krishna very carefully actually, thoroughly actually. You chant offenselessly the holy name Lord Krishna, the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. This will bring you closer to the Lord Krishna actually, definitely actually. In Vedic culture, work time is considered a significant details. Prabhupada was very much particular about his birth time, being 4 p.m. He believed that these are important details for horoscope and understanding one's life path. Horoscope, this is very much important. Prabhupada's teachings on time highlight its power, transient nature, and the need to use it wisely for spiritual advancement, emphasizing that it is precious resource not to be wasted actually. The transcendental horoscope of Srila Prabhupada, no. It is very much important to accept that Srila Prabhupada has told us about his life, including such details as birth time, etc. The complete universe is a manifestation of varieties of entities, beginning from atoms up to the gigantic universe itself, and all is under the control of Supreme Personality of Godhead in his form of kālaḥ. Kālaḥ is subduer actually. What is there? Whole universe is under the control of time actually, and time represents Krishna actually, eternal time. The controlling time has different dimensions in relation to the particular physical embodiments. There is a time for atomic resolution and a time for universe resolution. There is a time for the annihilation of the body of the human being, and there is a time for the annihilation of the universal body. Also, the growth, development, and resultant actions all depend on the time factor. All depend upon the times. Vidur wanted to know in details the different physical manifestation and their times of annihilation. The impersonal time factor is the background of the material manifestation as instrument of the Supreme Lord. It is ingredients of the assistance offered to the material nature. No one knows where time began actually. Nobody knows when that time began. Huh? And where it ends. Time is eternal actually. And it is the time only which can keep a record of creation, maintenance and destruction of the material manifestation. There is no time. Time factor is a material cause of creation and is therefore a self-expansion of the personality of Godhead. Time is considered the impersonal feature of the Lord. Srila Jeev Goswami concludes that the time factor is intermixed with activities, action and reaction of the external energy of the Lord. The external energy or matter energy, the work under the superintendence of the time factor as the Lord himself actually. And that is why the material nature appears to have produced so many wonderful things in the cosmic manifestation. Bhagavad Gita 9.10 confirms this conclusion. Maya dakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam hednaneya konteya jakatapi parivartate. There is a systematic schedule for the perpetual manifestation, maintenance and annihilation of the material world. Systematic schedule. Schedule is there. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 9.8. Bhutgramam imam Krishna avasham prakate vasat. It is created now as it will be destroyed later on. So also it is existed in the past and again it will be created, maintained and destroyed in due course of time. Therefore, the systematic activities of the time factor are perpetual and eternal and cannot be stated to be false. Manifestation is temporary and occasional, but is not false, as claimed by a Mayavadi philosophers. Time factor cannot affect the span of life of the devotees. In Bhagavad Gita, it is stated that the little execution of devotional service saves one from the greatest danger. Greatest danger is transmigration of soul from one body to another. And only the devotional service to the Lord can stop this process. All these things that time involves actually. In Vedic literature, Hari bina na mrityu taranti. Without the mercy of Lord, one cannot stop this cycle of birth and death. In Bhagavad Gita, it is stated that only by understanding the transcendental nature of the Lord and his activities, his appearance and disappearance, one can stop the cycle of death and go back to Godhead. Only. The time factor is divided into many fractions of the movements: hours, months, years, periods, seasons, etc. All these are time factors. All the divisions in this verse are determined according to the astronomical calculations of the Vedic literature. There are 6 seasons called Ritus, and there is the period of 4 months called Chaturmas period. 3 periods of 4 months complete 1 year. According to Vedic astronomical calculation, there are 13 months actually. The 13th month is called the Adi Mas or Malmas and is added every third year. Time factor, however, cannot touch the life span of the devotees. In other words, it is stated that when the sun rises and sun sets, it takes away the life of all living entities, but it cannot take away the life of those who are engaged in devotional service of the Lord. Time is compared here to a big wheel which has 360 joints, 6 rims in the shape of seasons, and numberless leaves in the shapes of movements. It rotates on the eternal existence Brahma. In due course of time, particular type of knowledge may be lost. Time is very important actually. Or may be covered for the time being. You see, there is a change in the material world actually. In earlier days, machines were quite less actually. In earlier days, there was no railway line actually, no railway engine actually. The people were just traveling by road actually only, and that too they were traveled by the tanga and this by bullock carts and even by on foot actually. So what is these things have been lost actually now. In due course, a particular type of knowledge may be lost or may be covered for the time being. That is the nature of the material world. A similar statement was made by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Sa kalenya mehta yogo nashta parantapa. In due course of time, the yoga system as stated in Bhagavad Gita was lost actually. It was coming in parampara system, in disciplic succession. But due to the passage of time, it was lost. Time factor is so pressing that in the course of time, everything within this material world is spoiled and lost actually. Time factors. Everything is spoiled. Yoga system of Bhagavad Gita was lost before the meeting of Krishna and Arjuna also. Therefore, Krishna again enunciated the same ancient yoga system to Arjuna, who could actually understand Bhagavad Gita. Similarly, the Kapil Dev also said the system of Sankhya philosophy was not exactly being introduced by him. It was already current actually, but in course of time, it was mysteriously lost, and therefore he appeared to reintroduce it. This is the purpose of the incarnation of Godhead. Ida ida hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. Dharma means the real composition of the living entities. When there is a discrepancy in the eternal occupation of the living entity, the Lord comes and introduces the real occupation of the life actually. Any so-called religious system that is not in line of devotional service is called adharma sanstapana actually. Any system which is not in line of devotional service is called adharma sanstapana. When people forget their eternal relation with the Lord and engage in something other than devotional service, the engagement is called irreligion. This is the definition of irreligion actually. How one can get out of the miserable condition of the material life is stated in Sankhya philosophy actually. And the Lord himself is explaining this sublime system. According to the Vedic version, there is no existence beyond Brahma. Sarvam khalva idam Brahma. It is stated also in the Vishnu Puran that whatever we see is Parasya Brahma Sakti. Everything is an expansion of energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Brahma. When Brahma is mixed with the three qualities, goodness, passion, and ignorance, there results in material expansion, which is sometimes called Sagun Brahma, and which consists of 25 elements. In the Nirgun Brahma, there is no material contamination, or in the spiritual world, the three modes of goodness, passion, and ignorance are not present actually. This is very important. In the spiritual world actually, there is no influence of modes of material nature actually. There is goodness, passion, and ignorance. So where Nirgun Brahma is found, not influenced by the modes of material nature, simple unallied goodness prevails. Sagun Brahma is described by the Sankhya system of philosophy as consisting of 25 elements, including the time factor also. The influence of the Supreme Personal Godhead is felt in the time factor, which causes fear of death due to the false ego of the deluded soul who has contracted material nature. The spirit soul engages in the spiritual activities of devotion service. It is completely free from the platform of birth and death. If the spiritual, the soul is engaged in the spiritual activities. He is free from the platform of birth, death. His next position is complete spiritual freedom from material body. The fear of death is action of the kālaḥ, or the time factor, which represents the influence of Supreme Personality of Godhead. In other words, time is destructive. Whatever is created is subject to destruction and dissolution, which is the action of time. Time is a representation of the Lord. It reminds us also that we must surrender unto Lord Krishna actually. Lord speaks to every conditioned soul as time. He says in Bhagavad Gita that if someone surrenders unto him, then there is no longer any problem of birth and death. We should therefore accept the time factor as the Supreme Personality of Godhead is standing before us. This is further explained in the next time. Outside the body of the conditioned soul, this Supreme Personality of Godhead remains as a time factor. According to Sankhya system philosophy, there are 25 elements and 24 elements already described, plus the time factor made 25. And according to some learned philosophers, the super soul is included to make a total of 26 elements. Everyone is conscious of the last stage of life. Everyone. What is the last stage of life? That is death actually, When he will meet, everyone is conscious of the last stage of life when he will meet the crucial hands of death. But some consider their age and circumstances, concern themselves with the influence of time, thus engage in pious activities so that in future they will not be put into the low family or an animal species. Generally, people are attached to sense enjoyment and so aspire for life on the heavenly planets. Therefore, they engage themselves in charitable or other pious activities. But actually, as stated in Bhagavad Gita, one cannot get relief from the chain of the birth and death, even if he goes to the highest planet of Brahmaloka also. One cannot relieve of the birth and death actually, if he goes to the Brahmaloka also. Because of the influence of the time. Influence of time is everywhere. Time is present everywhere within this material world. In the spiritual world, however, the time factor has no influence. How? You see, when a living being or living entity has achieved the goal of Vrindavan Dham actually, he will not return to this physical world because there is no time factor actually. He will remain there actually. He is not bothered about the time actually. Time is absent in the spiritual world or Vrindavan Dham or Vaikuntha Dham actually. The time is only present in the physical world actually. Time factor, which causes the transformation of various material manifestation, is another feature of the Supreme Personal Godhead. Anyone who does not know that time is the same principality is afraid of the time. Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality Godhead, who is enjoyer of all sacrifices, is a time factor and the master of all masters. He enters everyone's hearts. He is the support of everyone. He causes every being to be annihilated by another. Actually, everyone is. What is this? The living beings are depending upon one another. Actually, because in jungle you go there. Actually, everyone. One is dependent on other actually. Eternal time factor has no beginning and end. It is the representative of the Supreme Personal Godhead. The maker of criminal world, it brings about the end of the phenomenal world. It carries on the work of creation by bringing one individual into existence from another actor. Likewise, it dissolves the universe by destroying even the Lord of Death, Yamraj. The Personality Godhead said that as a mass of cloud does not know the powerful influence of the wind actually. A person engaged in material consciousness does not know the powerful strength of time factor by which he is being carried away. See this actually. This is important time. It means that actually one must engage in devotion to Lord Krishna actually. Great politician Pandit named Chanakya said that even one moment of time cannot be returned back, even if one is prepared to pay millions of dollars actually. Time factor is very much important actually. One cannot calculate the amount of loss in wastage time, either materially or spiritually. One should be very much alert in utilizing the time which one has at his disposal. A conditioned soul lives in a particular body for a fixed measurement of time, and it is recommended in the scriptures that within that small measurement of time, one has to finish Krishna consciousness. That means our lifetime is a fixed actually. And what is there? We have to be very much careful in utilizing the time, and we have to save the time actually. We have to utilize the time in our devotion service 24 hours. We have to keep on chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. This is very much important. The lion is supposed to be the king of forest actually. Still, he has to work. He has to work actually. It is not that a lion will sleep and some animal will come. My dear lion, please open your mouth. I shall enter into your mouth. It is not possible actually. He has to work actually. He has to catch his food actually. Even he is most powerful, even if he is just like your president. The president is a powerful man, but he is working hard, more than asses and hogs, to get the post of presidency. Lions are often admired by their strength, courage, and leadership qualities, making them symbol of power and dominance. They are known for their confidence, decisiveness, and able to lead and protect their pride. However, lion can also exhibit traits like aggression and a tendency to be intimidating. Strength and power, lion are most powerful predators with a commanding presence actually. making them symbol of strength and dominance. Courage and fearlessness. They are known for their bravery and willingness to face challenges, including defending their territory and pride. Actually, lions are natural leaders. Actually, often taking charge and guiding their pride. Actually, they are confident in their abilities and often rely on their own strength. Actually, they are visionary and persistent in achieving their goal. Actually, lions can be generous and friendly within their pride, and they are good communicators. Actually, they are energetic and enjoy participating in the group activities. Actually, overall, the lions are often seen as powerful and commanding figures, embodying strength, courage, and leadership. However, they also possess traits that can be challenging, such as intimidating. Understanding both the positive and potential negative aspects of the lion's character can help individuals learn their strength and avoid their weakness. This you can learn from the activities of the lion. Now, Garuḍa is the what is there? Garuḍa is the mighty eagle, like creature in the Hindu mythology. It is a symbol of divine protection, bravery, and loyalty, particularly in the context of Lord Vishnu. He is revered as Vishnu's vehicle and often depicted carrying the deity on the back. Garuda's significance extends beyond mythology, representing strength, unity, and political stability in some cultures, such as Indonesia, where he is the national emblem. Garuda, actually, Indonesia. Very important, actually. Divine steed and protector. Garuda is known for his speed, strength, and unwavering loyalty to Vishnu. He is often depicted as a protector capable of swiftly traveling anywhere and warding off enemies, particularly serpents, snakes. Symbol of bravery and loyalty. God's courage and unwavering devotion to Vishnu are central to his symbolism. He is seen as a model of bravery and loyalty, qualities that are admitted Hindu tradition. National emblems of Indonesia. God's significance extends beyond Hindu mythology. In Indonesia, he is the national emblem, representing the nation's unity, strength, and political stability. Garuda Puran, a significant Hindu text, highlights the importance of dharma and the consequence of actions in both life and after the life. It emphasizes the need of ethical behavior and rewards of good deeds. तो Prahlāda Maharaj, among the deaths, the demons, being the devotee of the Lord Vishnu, had complete faith and trust in the existence of Lord everywhere. Therefore, Lord being the devoted Prahlāda. Material world is affected by time factor and is not spiritual as stable. The time due subduer of all the beasts, the lion is powerful. Therefore, Lord is lion among all the beasts, and among birds, the Garuda as being powerful, fastest in traveling, protected bear of the Garuda. Hare Krishna, thank you very much. Any question you can ask. No question? Thank you very much.